Welcome back to another edition of one of my toy reviews. This is Trans8010, the Stuttering Toy Nerd, and I am bringing you, this time, a change of pace. I've only done one of these reviews in the past, and I figured it was about time for me to do another one. If you don't recognize this guy from the DC universe, it's, well, because he's from the Marvel universe. Straying away from Batman and Ninja Turtles, I'm bringing you from the Uncanny X-Men X-Force sub-series in Toybiz, 1992, Stryfe. Now, Stryfe, according to the back of his little file card here, Stryfe is the mysterious evil mutant who could be Cable's brother, or perhaps even Cable himself. No one knows the truth about this fearsome warrior, and anyone who came close to finding out learned never to do it again. Stryfe's armor is not only shatterproof, it's packed with amazing weapon systems, but the most dangerous weapon is his energy mace. With just a touch, it can destroy a skyscraper. Yeah, Now, I don't remember much about Stryfe. I do remember he was heavily involved in the, I believed it was the Executioner's Song storyline crossover that was in all of the X books in the early 1990s. But yeah, the figure itself is sculpted very nicely for early 90s toy. As you can see, he's got the battle helmet, although his eyes could be a little bit more, I guess you could say, oriental. They don't look mean enough for me. I mean, this is supposed to be a fearsome villain. I mean, here's what I believe is Jim Lee's artwork. Maybe it's Andy Kubert. I really don't know. Look how menacing that looks. That really didn't translate that well into toys. But then again, there was this big issue between Toybiz and Marvel, how Toybiz toned down a lot of their products as to not scare kids. Collectors hated it, but then again, these are toys. He's sculpted in a, painted in a nice silvery, not chrome, just a very silvery paint job. And of course, his cape is also removable. It's also got a little peg here. It pegs right into his little butt. He's got the butthole! The only real color on Stryfe, besides the, of course, the face, is his torso is painted in a very cerulean blue. I think, yeah, cerulean or baby blue, however you want to say it. He looks like a Tar Heel, basically, silver and baby blue. He's got spikes up the wazoo. I mean, this guy looks dangerous. And of course, he's got that flip-up feature that reveals his head. It's Cable! Or is it? And of course, after a while, it does become very, very loose. His articulation are as follows. I mean, the standard points of articulation, you know, the shoulders, swivel, rotate, elbows, bend at the hips, and of course the knee joints. And of course he has that stupid little waist feature. He's got like this little thumb wheel here, this thumb dial. You just put your thumb here and go wee. It's really stupid. But every single action figure that Toybiz came out with the X-Men line had to have some sort of extra feature, whether it be like laser light for Cyclops or Mr. Sinister to recreate their mutant powers, or the spark action for the Magneto figure, or the slashing claws for Wolverine. Then again, Wolverine did actually have that stupid slash feature as well. But it worked better for Wolverine. Another thing, he's got a sculpted open hand and a closed hand with a hole. Perfect for his little laser mace. And that's Stryfe. Like I said, I don't really know too much about the background of Stryfe other than what's on the back of this card. And if you want to take a look at the card, we might as well. I mean, after all, a lot of these early action figures were famous more for their card art, just because they actually used the pages from the comic books. It even looks like a comic book cover. I mean, it's got that little, oh man, I can't remember what the hell these things were called. Some comic book lore it just escapes me for the minute. The headers, that's what they were, they're headers. So you could tell what was a Marvel book and what was a DC book on the stands. And then you had like the different characters, because they were the characters that would be featured in that particular issue. In this case, you have Deadpool, Cannonball, Stryfe, and whoever the hell this guy is. He's probably on the back. Gideon! With that... Oh yeah, that's right, he had the knife in the backpack, that's right. Maybe that wasn't Cannonball. Maybe that was Stryfe. Maybe that was Shatterstar. Well, anyway, also, typically onto the back, you had, you know, that's what I read off of. And you also had, you know, different figures from the other Toybiz lines. This one was the electronic talking action figures. The X-Force line. The heroes and the villains. Even though Deadpool kind of works for himself. Deadpool was a freakishly cool action figure when you're like 5, but that little knife thing in his hand really got annoying. The first series of X-Men action figures, and the Evil Mutants, and the second series. And of course you can clip out these and mail them for different X-Men comic books. And of course how to work the figure itself, the little how-to. And that's Stryfe, his card, and of course the Marvel Universe trading card, which will probably be ruined if I try to remove the tape, so I just leave it on there. It keeps it all nice. So yeah, final thoughts on Stryfe. Stryfe is a wonderful action figure for its time. Considering that he hasn't really made so much as an impact in the Marvel Universe since his introduction in the early 90s, a lot of people are probably just going to pass up on him just because they don't know who the heck he is. But for old school fans who may have had this figure as a child like me, it's nice to go back. It would have been super nice if we got an actual really cool Stryfe. Hear that, Marvel? We need a Stryfe. Hasbro, we need a Stryfe. If you're listening, Hasbro, Stryfe. So I hope you all enjoy this Stryfe review, and I will be back next week. Yeah, I really mean it this time. Next week for another action figure review. So until then, this is me saying, well, this is me saying something.